And I don't know who Nonsense is. And I'm done with characters. I don't even want to know. There's too many characters.
Nonsense, man. Nonsense been in my feed. Nonsense, a blonde-headed chick with tattoos. I know that much.
He knows I'm blonde with tattoos. I mean, this is true. And I might be old enough to be some of your mom. Some of you seem real young. They seem pretty young. You don't know who Stream is? Yeah, I have no idea who it is. I don't know these guys. But here we are.
Oh,
yeah.
Blonde with tattoos, yeah.
She be going at Truth, from what I saw.
That is true. And there's a purpose and a reason for it. And I'll explain.
Saw like a quick little minute of it. But from what I could gather, like it's the opposite side of Queen Bee and Truth and all of them folks.
It's not really a side thing. It's what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. That's kind of what it is. It's kind of this is the shit they do and say. I use people's own words to make a mockery of them. It's really not hard. It's really not deep. But we've got some major issues going on with that group. That's why they're coming over there and trying to hide in your vicinity. They're actually intentionally using you guys as a deflection and a distraction. Like I said, I have no issue with you covering if you're bringing awareness. But the AI images, the AI email editions, the fabricating shit, trying to actively partake in a campaign that's trying to get her fucked up after Elevated Truth docs her entire family, her minor children, and his riddles, which he's known for doing on social media. It's kind of a thing. It's kind of a big thing. The fucking AI images are getting a little fucking gross because all of it is in some weird way glorifying a predator. And that's not what message you're trying to give, I don't think, but that's what it's given. It's given, we're doing content on this because we have nothing else. Look, I'll hook you up with the JLR hoax shit. I've got videos detailing how that whole thing went. If you want content, there's other content out here. There's a shit ton of it. But what you guys are doing, I think, is coming off, and this isn't coming because I don't like Queen and those guys. Everything they do turns to shit. They don't bring awareness. They bring drama. You want to bring awareness to the situation and be like, you know what, here's the dangers of this. This is the dangers of what these monsters do with things like this in prison and what it actually, do that. Cool. Lean into that. But what you're doing is giving this glorification to target. And that's what you jumped into. And I don't think you understand that. To shit. But it is like day 36. Day 30 fucking 6. Elevated Truth, the guy that you guys are rubbing elbows with, and I think kind of was the purpose of you guys starting some of this, accused me of attempting to get his dad's death certificate. The man is a chronic fucking liar. A chronic liar. Actually, many in that group are chronic liars. But let's give you a little history lesson. Give me a second. Let me find my screenshots. Pull this one.
So no, she's not going to disconnect my internet. My home doesn't run like a prison. I don't own my wife, and my wife does not own me. I thought your wife's license expired. I guess you should understand how licensing works. I'm not sure what to tell you. But I guess you found it because it's public record, right? Because if anything's public record, we're allowed to use it, right? Yeah, I want y'all to be careful with this. Like, real talk. Y'all keep saying public record can be used, but I want to make sure that y'all stand on that. Okay? I like the way you said that, Charming, because some people don't understand what that means. Just like y'all didn't see a problem with trying to get my father's death certificate either, huh?
Who? Okay, I'm about fucking sick of this lie. I'm sick of this. He talks about it numerous times every day. It's non-fucking stop. And there is no proof that anybody tried to get your dad's death certificate. So to his new buddies, there are a lot of things you don't know and don't understand. And I don't expect you to because this is all new and you shouldn't have to know this shit. I get it. We shouldn't have to deal with it either. This man came on, built his channel off of the back of a missing child. Elevated Wanker is what we call him, or I call him now. He's got a lot of different names. He actually built a channel off of the back of a missing child by doing riddles of salacious details that he found out by getting close to parents of a missing child. The man wouldn't come out here and stand on shit. He just continued to do riddles about this information. Then when he gets called out on shit, he always comes up with some fucking extravagant fucking lie, such as this. He's shown zero proof, but he's made accusations. Okay, I don't have to listen to any more of that. That's not what I care about. Let me give you a quick little history lesson. It's day 36 of him making this allegation on July 22nd. So previous to this, just because his new friends continue to mention me in their shit and don't really understand what the fuck is going on, they're trying to bring me and other people up. They're saying that we co-sign, condone, and or support allegedly speculating, emailing Stephen Stearns. Let me be very clear. I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. I don't do true crime. I actually talk about all the creators who pretend that they do true crime. That's what I do. I talk about tragedy vultures and or fucking straight up frauds. Whichever one. Some of them are law cows, low cows, and tragedy vultures all in one. Sometimes you get the trifecta. There's a lot of them actually. JLR, Ted, Queen Bee, many others. allegedly speculating is a friend of mine. She's a friend. And you guys should understand this more than anybody with your past. You might not agree with what your friends do. Shit, your friends might take accountability for something they did that they don't even like that they did, but they learn from it and they don't do it again. Her and I met on the internet. I didn't know anything about that, nor is it my responsibility. Didn't even have a clue. Didn't know anything about it. Her and I became friends. Sure did. Yep. And guess what? She already apologized for this. Did a live stream addressing it, asking or answering questions, putting it all out there, everything. Allegedly speculating is honest to a fault. See, the way you've been brought this information was because Elevated Truth and the Bloated Bumble, aka Queen Bee, Chunk and Chunk, Clue and Cletus, Chunkadunk, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof, you know, the toe sniffer. They all have made a ton of mistakes, a ton of them. Queen keeps saying, well, who cares if she apologized? I've never heard her apologize once for anything. Queen Bee, that is. In fact, she told people, and I'll get into more of that in a little bit, that if they didn't like that she said fuck you after collecting, in my opinion, hundreds of thousands of dollars for legal fees, that they could fuck directly after promising them receipts. Anyways, we'll get into that more. She's never apologized for anything. So her trying to say like, oh, well, she apologized, allegedly speculating apologized, but fuck the rest of us. No. You've never apologized for anything. You've never even taken accountability for anything. Nothing. Not even remotely close. It's not even remotely close. Allegedly speculating, came out, lied, then corrected her lie, told the truth, and was like, you know what, fuck that. A year ago, I wasn't around. But you know who was? Granny's watching. The other account that comes in your chat all the time, Granny was absolutely around. She was in those chats. She was absolutely acceptable or accepting of the fact that these emails were happening. She actually loved it. Because she didn't give a fuck. She actually wanted to talk to Deb Sturton. Now, here's the thing. I get it's just content for you, but it's not just content for the rest of this group of people. And you want me to lump you in with them? Sure, we can do that. But I suggest you stop lumping all of us in because your buddies, Elevated Wanker, Bloated Buzz, and the rest of them keep coming over there and telling you half-ass bullshit stories because they need you guys to run fucking interference for all the fuckery that they're involved in. And here's the point. Allegedly speculating is a damn good person. She made a fucking error. A big one. One that she regrets. You will never make her feel as bad as she feels herself. You will never. Do you hear me? And the thing about it is you're not bringing awareness to shit. You're not bringing awareness to the dangers of emailing a predator photos. You're not doing any of that. There's so many ways that this could be done. There's so many things that could be done with this in a positive direction to honor Maddie. Fuck no. That's not what's happening. You joined a targeted hate campaign and don't even understand what the fuck is going on. It's pretty embarrassing, actually. And then I think it's PNO over there acting like he's going to box somebody. The fuck, dude? I mean, you sound young. I'll give you that. You sound young. So maybe it's an age thing, but you're wanting to beat somebody's ass based on lies you've been told. That's talking about sinner. The dude's over here flexing, running his mouth over lies he's been told. Straight up fucking lies. Do you guys understand that the person you want to box, that Queen Bee is saying she's got $5,000 on the fight for, she's telling her audience and has been for a year and a half, she fucking has an RO on this man? We'll get into it. Let me get into it because there's so much you guys obviously are not aware of. And it's not just petty little sideline drama. Elevated Truth, Elevated Winker, accused me of sexual assault. Sexual assault. This man's out here accusing people of sexual assault. You know why? Not because I've ever been in his vicinity. Not because we've ever had anything to do with one another. Because I called him erectile dysfunction. I called him erectile dysfunction. Just randomly in passing one day. Because we were thinking of a nickname. So he accused me of verbal sexual assault. Yeah, he did. Then he accused me of calling him a rapist, a predator, a pedophile. All these things, which distinctly did not happen. None of it. He says that he can't find the clips. You know, and they have storage issues on their phones. That's why they don't have the clips, right? UA, you're ever at, I don't know if you're blocked over here or not, but if your ass is in my comments, tell me. I'd give you a link because I think you and I need to have a conversation because you are fucking messy and dumb. Dumb and messy. There ain't nothing I like about a dumb, messy hoe. At least be cute. You ain't even that. You just a dumb, messy asshole. Messy asshole. And I know you'll never take a link over here because I run you in fucking circles. You ain't gonna fucking pull your shit over here. Okay. Here. To your new buddies. Do you want to see what you're dealing with? So this man, again, before this, on July 22nd, Elevated Wanker and friends, because he's supported by Queen Bee, Granny's watching, Chunk and Chunk, Clue and Cletus, that whole little group. That's their group. See, you said there's sides here. No, no, no. There ain't sides. There's the truth, the actual truth, not elevated wanker. And then there's bullshit. And they are the bullshit spinners, fabricators of a century. You have no idea what you're getting into. And while you sit here and try to come for allegedly speculating, bring awareness to it. Do that. Have a conversation. Reach out to her. You're probably going to be shocked at how straight up she is. But that would be called being an adult and wanting to actually know what the fuck's going on instead of just buying some bullshit for some clicks and views, right? I see what it is. We get it. But when you're trying and partaking in a campaign to get my friend fucked up, because that's what they're inciting, you guys might not be, but you joined a group that is absolutely, and that was the intent. See, the only reason why they went back a year ago to the very things that they knew Granny's watching, sees who kicked this all off. The reason she did that is because Granny has got herself in a whole lot of fucking shit. Whole lot of shit. All of them do. Every one of them individually and then collectively have themselves in a lot of fucking trouble. And I won't shut the fuck up. So to make a distraction, Granny decided to cycle back around and all of a sudden, magically, a year fucking later, have a problem with allegedly speculating in these emails. The same chat she sat in, thinking it was great when they were being read. That's called hypocrisy. That's called double standards. That's called she don't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck about the case to begin with. It was content for her. See, we actually give a fuck because these victims, these stories, these tragedies, our systems need redone. They do. But I also can't take you seriously when you call guilty of crime a well-respected journalist and she's out here emailing Stefan Stearns herself. And then you point a finger at allegedly speculating and say, look over there. And you're using stuff that's been handed to you by this crew. I got nothing. And it's disgusting to use this and re-victimize the victim because that's what's happening.